Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to a ramble session that is not on a Monday. Yeah, I've been a little busy. This morning I was just playing around with some watercolors. I don't know how to use watercolors really, but I really would like to learn how to make botanical, watercolor botanical. So right now these are just my Winsor and Newton little travel watercolor case. And so yeah, I was just playing around this morning. So I'm just gonna set this off to dry for now. And I did want to show you, I did purchase this book recently. There it is, DIY Watercolor Flowers by Marie Bowden. And so it's the beginner's guide to flower painting, which is what I obviously need. Yeah. So I would love to learn how to do this, and I'm all into learning new things. And so that's what I plan on doing, hopefully soon. Okay. So there's that. That's what I was just working on this morning. Let's get into my journal here. Let me see. Yeah. Well, let's see what's been going on. I hope y'all are doing well. I forgot to even say that. Here's a few things I wanted to show you, but I'll chit chat for a second. A lot has been going on, so we'll just forego all of the slightly negative stuff and get on to the happier stuff, right? So let's see. Monday and Tuesday, I was off to school with my daughter, helping her move classrooms because I don't know if I told you guys or not, or you might have seen it on the Facebook. She was asked to continue teaching at the little school that she teaches at, a small private Christian school. And so, yeah, she was hired on as a full-time pay teacher for 5th grade. And on top of that, if that's not going to make her busy enough, she also is going to be the director of, what's it called? The after school care program. Yeah. So she'll do a full day of teaching from those, daytime teaching hours. And then from 3 to 6, she'll be the director of the after school care. So yes, she likes to stay very busy. And I'm very proud of her for that. So that's good news. Let's see what else. We had a visit last week from my dad and my stepmother, so that was nice. They were just in town, and so they came for a couple of hours, so that was nice to see them. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, and on Monday my husband went with us to the school to help move. Oh my goodness, he worked himself like a dog. He got the dolly out, and he was just moving desks and chairs and all the bookshelves and heavy furniture, from my daughter's one class to her new classroom. So yes, oh my goodness, we were both tuckered out. And then yesterday, like I said, I went back in to help her move a few things around and start getting it situated. And the good news is that the summer school is not using her classroom this year for summer school, and my daughter took off the summer, so that means she has plenty of time now, hopefully, to go in and just make her room the way that she wants to make it and take her time. I don't know if you remember last year, but when she got hired on last year, she was the English language arts teacher for the 5th grade, and oh my goodness, I think we had like a week to get her entire classroom situated. It was, oh golly, that was a nightmare. But anyway, we got it done. So that was that. What else? Yeah, I've just been like super busy with, making appointments and all that stuff. And I haven't really been in the mood as per usual. I don't know what my problem is lately. I think it's just my routine is still screwed up, and it's just not returning to its normal routine. And so anyhow, all right, so what's been going on? What's been going on is not much, okay, within my crafty area space, okay, but I did get a lovely happy mail from a dear friend from the Creative Journalers group. So thank you very much, Jacqueline. Look at all these beautiful napkins. Oh my goodness. They're so, look at that, poppies. Oh my heavens. See, I can learn how, I could attempt, let me just put it that way. I can attempt to watercolor those puppies. That looks like fun. Oh, look at that. So, just so beautiful, so beautiful. So yes, I will be using these big ones, tall ones, and small ones. So, oh, look at that bird. So pretty birds. Oh, yeah. So I will definitely be using these in a project for sure. Yeah, what was I? Oh, I was watching Shelly from Crafting Mamas last night, and she was doing a live, and she's so sweet. I know y'all have probably heard of Shelly and Crafting Mamas, and I know I had watched her a few years ago, and then I just got like turned back on. She took a break, I think, and so I just recently got turned back on to her channel. So I was watching her last night, and she was talking about, you know, about the same thing, you know, just having so many projects you're working on, you don't know, you know, which one to work on, and oh gosh, that's my problem. Like, I just start working on way too many projects and then I don't end up finishing them. So let's get into the projects that I've started and haven't finished. Oh, I got another sweet happy mail too from my sweet sister Karen in Australia. Look at this beautiful, I don't know how she did it, but I don't know if she glued, it appears to be a napkin. Sorry if there's a glare. I don't know if she obviously put packing tape over it. She always sends the prettiest envelopes, but then inside, of course, she has her sweet little note. And then she sends me, let me see if I can get into this bag. How do I get into it? Okay. And this is like a, oh, it's the bag that it comes in. So look what she sent me. Oh my gosh, aren't these gorgeous? She sends me first day of issue stamps, right? Oh my gosh, look at those. Bees, look at that. That is gorgeous, okay? I cannot bring myself to cut these up because they're very special to me, and I do hoard them, but they're just absolutely beautiful. So thank you, Karen, if you're watching. You're so sweet to me, so sweet to me. So yes, I got that, so I have to put that in my book. And as per usual, I am behind. I have not finished May yet. Some of the reasons, well, you've seen these I've done in my process videos, and thank you so much for your sweet, sweet comments about my process videos. And yes, I have 2 more that I need to like upload and schedule and continue doing them, hopefully. But I don't know if I told you last time, but thank you so much for your comments, your positive comments and positive feedback. I really appreciate it. And yes, so most of you, I had asked, do you like the sped up version, voiceover, or do you like the chatty ones? And most of you said that you enjoy the chatty ones. A lot of you said you'll watch anything I put up, and so I really appreciate that as well. So yeah, chatty it's gonna be, right? So on this one here, I just wanted to show you this. I did make the pocket and sewed on some just graph paper so I can do my journaling that I have yet to do. But what this is a photocopy of this journal that, well, it's not a journal. And I made this from, oh my gosh, I know you've seen it. Roxy Creations, yep. And it's one of these little ephemera holders, right? So then I thought, well, I like these for just journals. I think they're super fun. And it's not a new idea, folks. I mean, this is not an original idea. I got this idea from the ephemera keeper holder thingy from Roxy Creations. So of course I'll link her below. But then I was thinking that I really like this for a journal. And I know many people on YouTube have done these in the past. This is not a new thing, but I just love how compact it is and how it's just sweet, you know, just sweet. So what I thought I might do is a couple, I don't know, I'll leave the link for this thing below. Oh, there's some tags in an envelope that shouldn't be in here. Anyway, I had made this little pocket thing, and I made them out of these right here. Sorry if there's a glare. These are called Mead pocket dividers. Okay, I looked high and low for these when I was out with my husband, like last week or something. I went to Staples and I went to Office Max and I went to Dollar Tree, and nobody had them. So the only place that I could find them was Amazon, and they were actually an add-on item. So I went ahead and bought some more because I really like this idea. You have a pocket here. Let me get one of these tags again. So there's a pocket here, and then there's a pocket here, and a little pocket here, and here, and here. And then there's a pocket on the back, right? So these would be super cute to use as ephemera folders as well, but taking this section out, this section right here, and sewing it into here, right? So the whole thing is usable, I guess. And then maybe I would put a cover on it as well. But just like a scrapbook cover, like nothing fancy or anything like that. I think that's what I might do. I'm not sure. I'm trying to like combine different ideas and see what I come up with. But anyway, yeah. So I'm working on that. But what I wanted to tell you about this is, and if you haven't figured out yet, or you know, you haven't heard me say it a bazillion times, I scan everything, or I try to anyway. So, and then I photocopy it. So see, it just made, this is actually photocopied onto some just cream colored paper, okay? But I think it's a really cute idea, and it just makes a fabulous tag if that's what you want to do, if you have a printer, a color printer. I know not everybody does, but it's just a tip for you that do things in your book, and or make collage papers, or make tags, or whatever. And then of course, well, what I do a lot of times is I'll make something and then I send it away, and then I don't have it anymore, which is fine because that's the purpose of making it for me. And I hope to bring a smile to somebody's face, but I like to keep what I've made, you know, at least an image of what I've made, and then I can use it any way I want. So here's one of the things, what I did last week. So there's that, with the little idea of just, you know, scanning it into your computer to keep, and then you can use it for whatever you want, for a later purpose. But then my mind was thinking, well, it was thinking and it was not thinking, okay? It was doing both. So over the weekend on Sunday, let me see. Oh yeah, okay, so here's a tag right here, but this is out of an actual piece of collage paper, and then once I scanned it into my computer and have it in a file, I can then print it out, right? Like this. I don't know if this is the same exact one. Maybe not. Maybe it's a different one. But anyway, so I scan it out, and then I can just use it as fodder for other projects, you know? And I just simply copy it right onto a piece of copy paper so it's nice and thin and flat. So anyhow, when I'm done with the original and I scan it into my computer, then I cut up the original and just make a tag out of it. So there's an idea. But then this weekend on Sunday, I went ahead and made a bunch more of these little, not a bunch, a few, okay, a few. And I'm still working on finishing these up, and I might just make journals out of them, I'm not sure. And then here's this one, right? And then these are words that I got from Emma Outside the Box, her Facebook group. So I'll link Emma's YouTube channel and her Facebook group also below. So I have that, and I just used a glue stick to do all these. And I have this one here. Sorry for all the flipping and flopping, right? That one still in the works to finish up. And I have this one here. I love those orchids, so pretty. Now, talking about scanning and whatnot, I will probably scan these in to my computer, every single one of them. And like I said, that way I will always have them to use for other collage work or whatever the case is, you know, to print them out onto cardstock and cut them up to make just tags, you know, everything is right there. So just an idea. If you have a computer, if you have the capability of scanning, I like to scan everything. And then what I did here, oh, I'm so silly. I was working on this and see, I was trying to multitask, which, you know, I've said before is scientifically impossible. It has been proven to be impossible. Not going to argue that. We have that argument in my household all the time. Okay. Anyway, so I was watching a movie with my husband and working on this, one of these, right? So I get the whole dang thing done. And then I go to close it up like this and realize that I did the entire thing upside down like this. Oh, was I hot. So no worries, okay? No worries. I took it, I scanned it in. I'm not sure if I put it in the journal, in the Creative Journalers group or not. I'll have to look and see. But then I just simply tore the envelope apart, cut it apart, and now I have tags, right? That I can send out or use in my journal or a book or whatever, right? So I did that. So that was good. So yeah, I mean, you can fix everything, you know, you just about in the crafting paper world, you can pretty much fix anything. Then remember these from a few weeks ago, right? I was making the pockets that I had learned from, I'll show you one of them. Here's another example of scanning, just saying. I scanned this and I photocopied it, okay? This is just a flat picture of the pocket I made, and I was inspired by treasure books, so I'll put the link in on how to make these pockets. They're super fun to make. And anyhow, I scanned this in, and then I put some paper on the back so I can do my journaling, and made a little tag out of it, right? Well, this end paper right here was the part cut off to make the pocket, okay? I really hope I'm in frame for this. Oy. Okay. Yeah, so then I took these, and I didn't, of course, want to waste those, so I took them over to my sewing machine, sewed around them, and then they were sitting on my desk yesterday, so I took like 2 minutes and just lifted scraps that are on my desk, pasted them down, these are Emma's words, so I use those words, and again, they're found on a file on her Facebook group, Emma Outside the Box. And then I had some scraps of the folders, right? And so I just tore a piece off, so there's a place to journal, right? So super cute little tags, and they take like 2 minutes, you know? So I'm gonna make a bunch of those. What else? Oh, and then I did spend some time also making some of these up on my computer. Now, these are all orchid pictures or botanicals. I love botanicals. And a dear friend on Brooke's Facebook group, and I'll list her Facebook group below as well, she put links to websites that you can go to for, what's it called, royalty-free prints and things like that. So if you want a picture of something and it's not copyrighted, that's what I'm trying to say. So I went through and I copied and pasted and made them smaller and all that. And then that's what I used to make this little tag right here, right? So I need to cut all these out. My print, something was going on with my printer. I have lines through it. I don't know. I think I ended up cleaning it afterwards. But at any rate, these are really cute little just little pieces of fodder to use for tags and whatnot. So I spent some time doing that. Or you could even just leave them like this, right? And stick it on a tag or something, you know? Y'all know I'm really into tags lately and doing that kind of stuff. So I did do some of these pages. This is a tag out of cheesecake. Let me see. Yep, all these I finally finished these, and I think these are gonna be on a process video perhaps coming up soon. Made these little tags. This was actually made, I had made a boo-boo when I printed these words out, and these I put on, I think I put these on the creative journaling site. I'll leave the link below, the Facebook group for journaling. And I had made a boo-boo on it, or I had printed it. Well, obviously I made 2 boo-boos. I don't know. Anyway, I used, instead of throwing away the paper, obviously I used it, right? So I used one to back this journaling card and one to make a pocket, right? And then this right here is a beautiful, I think, I can't remember the artist. You know who I'm talking about though. Anyway, it was from a Stampington magazine. So I did that. And then, let me see, this is back in May still. So yeah, I still haven't finished pages in my May, and now we're into June, and I haven't, why is that there? That doesn't go there. And I haven't, oh no, that's still May. Yeah, and I haven't even started June. So I really need to just lock myself in my room and get this done. I really don't usually fret over pages that I haven't done. It's not that big of a deal to me, but it does irk me at times because I really want to, oh, that was Diane Reevely, by the way. I just looked over right there and saw the magazine that I got it from. So this right here is Diane's work. Yeah, so I've gone through some of my pages in June and put, like, you know, on this day was a Sunday, so I was making the clasp envelopes. I was making these right here, upside down, these right here. And then my Happy Mail that I had received on this Saturday. And then this is a recipe card for the shrimp scampi that my husband made for dinner this night. And then this Happy Mail that I got, which was so sweet. Oh yeah, and then my wrist, see what... This was yesterday's. My husband, or on Monday when we were helping my daughter move, right? I guess I have like osteoarthritis. That's what the doctor claims anyway. And so my joints, you know, they hurt often. And so on Monday when I was getting all cleaned up and everything, I went to wring out my washcloth and I jerked my wrist. I don't know how it happened. Yeah, so something just as simple as wringing out a washcloth can mess a person up, you know? So my husband was so sweet when he was out yesterday getting my medication. At the drugstore, I had asked him if he would pick me up a wristband, you know, a wrist thing, which I don't have on right now, but it did help tremendously yesterday. So I was thankful for that. And then I did get some new paintbrushes because I'm excited. See, these are them. I don't know what brand they are though. Okay, they're Transin. I got them off of Amazon. I just wanted some round tip, you know, brushes, and so that's what I was using when I was attempting to do these watercolor flowers. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. So anyhow, so I got these, and the only thing, I mean, I like them a lot. I'll leave the link to them below. They're not like professional grade or anything like that. They were inexpensive, but I just wanted some watercolor paintbrushes, and I just thought that the packaging was really funny. It says, "Thank you. The sky is blue. The sun shines upon us. You made our day when you placed the order." Isn't that sweet? Yeah, and if you feel this happy emoji, let them know, spread the word about them. And if you feel this sad emoji, like you didn't like the product, then let them know immediately, and they will do anything to make, no, it says we will do whatever it takes to make you happy. So that's nice. Yeah, and they have a Facebook page, and stuff. But then this is what I thought was funny down here. Like, I just thought it was funny. These are the directions on how to take care of your brush, right? And it says, like, ensure that your brush is not resting on its tip, you know? Like, I mean, there's a certain way to take care of your paint brushes. I'm not real good at it, but especially with watercolor brushes, you want to clean the bristles, right? And then you want to dry them with a cloth or something. And then you just shape it and you store them upright like this, right? Dry, like, you know. So in other words, you don't want to take them and just leave them in your water, because then what will happen is you'll mess up the bristles. Okay, bottom line. All right. Okay, so here's what they say. I just thought it was funny. Ensure it is not resting on its tip. This will cause the hairs to bend and or fray and go all wonky, and the effect is irreversible. I just thought it was funny that they said go all wonky. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I mean, I've heard it, obviously, but I just thought it was funny on packaging that they would have put that anyway. So yeah, I'll try to find the link to the Amazon link to these brushes. They work wonderfully. I really liked them. Again, not like, you know, professional grade that I know of, but the only problem I have is on the, whatever you call this, on a pen it would be the barrel. That's how much I know about painting. But yeah, on the handle of the paintbrush, they do have the numbers. Like this is a number 5, and they have their name, you know, the manufacturer's name. But it's like so super light. It's written in silver. I would like it to be written in black so that I can see it. This is a number 6. I mean, they're all the way, yeah, it's like 1 through, let me see, 1 through 7 are the ones that I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, there are 8 of them. I don't know. I mean, I can hardly see. Okay, 0. So 0 through 7 is what I got, and I have enjoyed them so far, thus far. So anyhow, yeah. So that's that. I probably need to put my wrist brace on so that my wrist doesn't hurt anymore, or that it's supported. Anyway, so I think that's all I've been working on. Yeah. And I'm still trying to work on, you know, Happy Mail items that I want to get out. My gosh, my list is growing ever so long. It's embarrassing. So yeah, I think I might lock myself in my room today, at least for a short amount of time, and work on this book and get some of the things done. Yeah. So, sorry that this came out on Wednesday instead of Monday. Yeah, but I've been busy the last 2 days helping my daughter out. So, sorry this has gone on for a very long time. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And make sure you always check the links below. I always put links below to whomever I have mentioned, whether it's a Facebook group, you know, a YouTube channel, or any of that. Anything like that, the links are always below, so please check them. I always want to make sure to give credit where credit is due. So yeah, anywho, I will let y'all go, and I will continue to work on my stuffs, and I will catch y'all real soon. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful week, and yeah, I'll talk at y'all soon. Bye.